I'm private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child. And then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Welcome back to my channel, everyone. We're diving into a topic today that's been creating quite a storm on the digital space. Mr Loverman, the series, available for streaming on BBC iPlayer. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, this review will provide you with everything you need to know before hitting play. Mr Loverman is a novel by book prize winner author Bernardine about a 74-year-old Caribbean man living in London who's secretly in love with his best friend. The story follows Barrington Jedediah Walker, a flamboyant, wisecracking man who lives a double life. He is married to a woman called Carmel, but has been secretly in love with his childhood best friend Maurice for over 60 years. A 74-year-old Antiguan immigrant in East London, Hackney to be precise, spends most of his nights drinking and dancing with his secret lover Maurice. When Barry returns home, he dreads getting confronted by Carmel, his wife of 50 years, as it's usually the case after a night out. Carmel continues to accuse Barry of sleeping with other women and physically strikes him. When he defends himself, Barry vows to himself that he will leave his marriage to be with his true love, Maurice. A flashback to the 1960s reveals that Barry and Carmel were married in Antigua when Carmel was 16 and Barry was 25. Carmel was sexually attracted to Barry, but noticed he did not initiate any intimacy on their wedding night. Barry avoided consummating their marriage, causing Carmel to feel neglected. This feeling intensified when he was not in bed the next morning, having left for breakfast without her. Carmel's friends come over for lunch after church. Barry and Carmel's eldest daughter and their grandson Daniel join them. Donna's cold towards Barry due to Carmel's gossip. The women at the church gossip about their hateful views around gay people, as far as going to wish death on them. Donna tries to stand up for the LGBT community, but ultimately confesses that she would be very upset if Daniel were gay. A flashback to the 1970s shows how Carmel's church friends sacrificed their own time and resources to help Carmel raise Donna and Carmel's then newborn daughter Maxine. Carmel neglected her own children due to the postnatal depression. Barry stepped up once he saw Carmel drop Maxine, and after Carmel forgot Donna's birthday. Back in the present, Barry decides to propose a divorce to Carmel. However, she's about to visit her father on his deathbed in Antigua. The opportunity passes by. Around the same time, Barry sees his youngest daughter Maxine, and she asks that Barry finance her fashion business because she's struggling to get by in the celebrity industry, and Barry implies that he will finance her if she presents him with a proper business plan. Donna leaves for Antigua to support her mother with the funeral, as she tasks Barry of taking care of Daniel. Against Donna's wishes, Barry gives Daniel alcohol. Daniel reveals how much he dislikes Donna and her style of parenting. The next night, Barry allows Daniel to go out with his friends, as Donna never does. Barry is awoken in the early morning by loud music and anti-gay lyrics. Barry confronts the teenagers about the noise and the content of the song, but the teenagers are confused as to why he's so upset. In the rage, Barry comes out gay and chases Daniel out the house. And then more flashbacks reveal that Carmel had an affair with a work colleague. In the present, Donna returns from Antigua looking for Daniel, but Barry doesn't know where he is. Barry only tells her half the story, omitting the part where he came out as gay. Donna phones around and finds out that Daniel was at a friend's house. She confronts Barry for letting Daniel drink, and it escalates into a fight about his neglect during her childhood. Donna reveals that she suspects him of sleeping with all these other women. She's kept this secret for nearly 30 years and says it's ruined all her relationships with men. Barry opts to come out to Maxine, who's extremely supportive. She takes Barry and Maurice to LGBT safe spaces in London, where she introduces them to her young, openly gay and bisexual friends. The community is very supportive of Barry and Maurice, encourages them to live openly together. He hears through Maxine that Carmel is staying at Odette's spa. In the meantime, Barry and Morris stay together to sample what cohabiting may feel like. Carmel turns up unannounced with a makeover that makes her look much younger and more confident. Barry readies himself to propose a divorce, but he has no chance to speak before Carmel confronts him. She reveals that she found out about his affair with Morris from Adet. His orientation disgusts her, and she feels like she's wasted 50 years of her life. When Barry tries to reply, she leaves without saying a single word. At the spa, she ran into a suitor from her teenage years, Hubert. She fell into a romantic relationship with Hubert, and the two planned an open Christian retreat on the island. Now that she had left Barry, Carmel will use her inheritance to invite all her church friends to stay at her retreat. At the end of the novel, Barry and Morris are taking a road trip around England in an old Buick that they restored together. Before they leave, Daniel stops by to apologise for his anti-gay behaviour. Barry recognises that Donna did do a great job in raising Daniel and thinks about how Maxine had grown in her business venture. Barry and Morris set out to explore the rest of the country when Barry tries to confess all his other affairs to Morris. Morris asks him to leave the past behind and let's focus on the moment. So said, so done. So this has a lot of nuance and a lot of complexities involved in this story. And if you're from the Windrush generation, or if you are descendants and grandchildren of the Windrush generation, then you will understand the set and why the house looks like it does, and why, the cars look like it does. And I think all of those are very nice touch in order for me to believe that it is in the 1960s or it's in the 1990s, or do you know what I mean? I think those touches are very important. Yes, the story is a very nuanced story, and obviously now this Antiguan man is now out and living his truth, but I think it's a great piece of work, and I wish that we went into depth on the other characters as well, like Donna and her trauma towards her dad, and also Carmel and what's going on there. Also, Daniel was never at school. What was that about? And more so as well. And also I wanted to know more about Morris. Yes, we know his wife left him, but what else? What about his boys? What about the kids? Did he ever see them? Ever? From the story that was told, he didn't ever really see them. But, I wanted to know if that was ever repaired, past this story, or it's just never been repaired and that was that. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. For more, I will see you in the next one.